Welcome back, Panther fans. I'm David Brown here with Ryan Graham,
Hey, y'all.
Tim Thurber,
Hello.
and this is State of Atlanta. Oh, look at that. We all have beer open this time.
Except I
Hooray.
don't know if mine picked it up because it's these. So
Oh yeah,
Ah.
who knows? Well, I heard something. So, well, welcome back, guys. Man, 4 and oh my god,
woo,
it's a good
4-0, baby.
amazing. It's amazing.
Man. So, Ryan, we got a chance to watch it at our new home bar at Mayonnaise. Good turnout, some new faces. That was awesome.
Yep.
Tim, you
I
were
saw champagne.
champagne. Was there champagne? I don't even remember anymore.
There
It
was
was a
too
lot
much
of fun.
champagne. We had to send one back, I think. No, wait, maybe that was the previous week.
Were you able to watch the game on vacation there, Tim, at the
At a local dive bar called Flanagan's. It was amazing. Yes.
they
That's the
actually had it
benefit
on?
of it
Nice.
being on ESPN proper is like anywhere in the country. It's the only game on, too. Anywhere in the country, if you went to a sports bar, that was your game.
Yeah,
Walked in, didn't have to ask for it. It was on.
Yeah,
That was the
anybody
coolest
that
part.
Anybody that showed up just to have a beer on a Thursday night, no matter where they were in the country, the sports bar was going to have this game playing. And we are notoriously bad at these primetime games, even when we're supposed to win them. So
Right.
we were not supposed to win this one. We were not the favored team. It was an away game, and yet came out immediately and just smacked them on the nose with a touchdown. And other than that field goal they got back on I don't remember if it was their first possession, maybe it been their second. Either way, that 4 points was the closest the game ever got after that, and it was just kind of a run away with it. And that stupid botched. I hope special teams coaches got them practicing catching the punt like over and over and over again this week. Because other than that was an easy 7 points for them. The game looks like it was less than a 2-score game when it really wasn't that close at all.
Right. Yeah.
Nope, we dominated.
I hope they did like 100 punts or something. You have to do 100 in a row without dropping it. I don't know.
That's just bad luck. It happens to every team.
It's
once
the
in a
one
while.
time. Yeah.
So
it just I went back to I went back to an earlier episode when we were talking about the upcoming season. I think I said something like 4-0 would be amazing, right? Which is what we did. I think I said 3-1 would be great. Like that's above expectations. 2-2 expected, right? And everything below 2 wins not acceptable, right? For this team, I mean, we're 2 wins ahead of it. Like
we're
wins
2 wins
ahead
away
of
from
where
bowl
we should be.
Well, I said that we were gonna win in separate arguments. I said we were going to win our first 3 games, and then I said that Coastal was one of the guaranteed wins in the East. But when I was making those statements, I wasn't putting together that Coastal would win 4 games in a row. I wasn't not necessarily predicting us to go 4 in a row. What I thought I was saying.
You backed into
it.
But
I did call us to win Coastal, and I did call us to win the first 3 out of conference games. So I kind of predicted this without realizing that I was predicting it. So
pretty solid.
I'm still from my preseason. What I thought was going to
12
happen.
12-0.
I had us 4-0. No, but I do have us losing at Troy State.
Now Troy State is a program that I thought. That was one that I was nervous about playing. Like that was one of I rationalized a lot of wins for us. The Troy State game was one of those that I had no rationalization for. I just kind of left it. I kind of let it be.
Well, so that was the thing is I have a win at Marshall next week, and I think maybe we flip flop those that we win Troy, and I think that's what I might do. Like just based on what I've seen from these teams is like we're going to win at Troy. Not Troy. Win against Troy.
Troy
State. And we're going to maybe, I don't know, depending on what we see, but I would say Marshall's going to be a tough one.
Marshall will be a tough one, but we don't have to worry about that. We play Troy this week. We get the win. We go into the bye.
Take some rest.
Marshall's playing NC State this week, and then they have another game it's Old Dominion. It's about as much of a tune-up game as you can get. But don't tell, who was it, Lafayette that? But and then ODU beat Lafayette, which is who we got after Marshall. So if ODU can beat them, then we can beat them easily, which would be great to actually beat them again, but for the first time. But anyhow,
just be careful how you talk about this.
No. This is
the football gods are listening,
and we salute you. We salute you. Double fist salute. To
I was going to say, and they like to screw with us.
No, but this is a game that I was unsure about us playing and how we would do. And right now, I'm feeling confident about it. And the scary part is everyone does. You look at all the projections. You look at ESPN, you Vegas. You look at anybody else, and they have us like. I think ESPN's up to a 67% chance that we win the game, which I think is about as much of a chance as Coastal had against us last week. So
some other stat thing, Kelly something, I don't know, had like 83 or 84% chance of us winning. I'm like, is Troy that down? They must be. I mean, looking at the games they played, I guess they are down right now. So this was like the start of the gauntlet, right? I mean, Troy.
Yeah, exactly. Troy, and then we get the break, and then we go into the Marshall, Lafayette, TDS, Appy State. So I think an interesting game to watch this week is to see how Coastal plays against Trash Down South.
Hopefully very well. Yeah.
Hopefully well. Hopefully very, very well. But seeing how they play against them could give us an indicator about how we could probably match up against TDS in a few weeks. So.
Yeah. They look improved, I have to say it. I mean, I think some other state fans on Twitter said it. They're definitely doing better overall as a team. So we'll see how that pans out for them. Still should be a win.
Yeah, they still have a loss. Yeah. So I was reading or looking at one article today, and they were talking about basically, the goal of any G5 team is to get that coveted New Year's Six bowl, that G5 spot of the New Year's Six. And this was listing out all the teams that were eligible for it. And Georgia State obviously is still eligible for a New Year's Six bowl at this point. We win the East, win the conference. If it's undefeated, the LSU game, we'll talk about it. But there's a chance that Georgia State can still do it. The cool thing is, if you think about it,
especially if we beat LSU,
especially LSU. Yeah, but if you think
about it, conference.
If you think about it, every single team we play from here on out is playing for the same thing, and a single loss will knock them out of contention for that. So, Troy State's already got a couple of losses. There's no shot for them. But when we do play Marshall, assuming they beat NC State and ODU, it's a chance to knock them out of that contention for the New Year's Six bowl, which I think is cool.
You're gonna need some magic too, the American, right? You're gonna need them to kind of beat each other up a little bit for the Sun Belt team to emerge as the top G5.
I got a message to our Patreon people right now. I'm getting a lot of comments through Patreon, but put them through. Pull the link up on YouTube so that we can actually get them up here on the screen. And if you can't do that, then it's a failure on my part for getting that link to you.
Yep.
Yeah. So how you feeling? You feeling good? You feeling positive? You feeling upbeat? You feeling scared? Tim or Ryan?
No.
You said you're. No.
What did I say?
What?
I don't know. I'm feeling strangely good about this. Like I'm confident going into this. I think it's going to be a good game, and I think the tailgate's going to be even better. Still,
we haven't locked down a theme yet.
What?
What you say, Tim?
Yeah, it's Tuesday. I'm being lulled into a W. I think it's going to be even better than Coastal.
I'm feeling very good about it. I don't know if it's going to be like a blowout type win, but I'm feeling like it's a similar kind of game with Coastal that we're never really out of the picture at all. We're just kind of in the lead and kind of ride it. But, being an Atlanta fan, not just Georgia State fan, but an Atlanta fan, those kind of feelings always tend to bite me in the ass. So
I'm be careful.
Cautiously optimistic.
There we go. Yeah.
Cautiously optimistic.
Hey, you guys watched the game up at Manny's. Does their field look like dog shit? Coastal's?
Yeah, no, it's terrible. It does not
TV.
Look good on TV.
Right.
What I've heard multiple times now is that it doesn't really look weird in person, but it doesn't look very teal either.
Mm-mm.
It didn't look as bad this game as I feel like it's looked in the past. I don't know why that would be, but I've hated on that teal field a lot, and it didn't bother me as much this time, maybe because we were winning. But we've always won. We've never lost on teal field. Maybe we should do our field teal for the return game.
Let's not
just
do
for that
no.
one game. Just for that one game.
Just roll out a teal field.
We've never lost on teal turf.
The other weird thing I noticed from the Coastal game is how many years have they been in the SBC? And I felt like the SBC logo was patched in to their field. I'm like, haven't you played long enough not to have it that way? Just be part of it? No? I don't know if you noticed it on TV, but it was very apparent when they got close to, the 30, 35-yard lines where you'd see the SBC logo. It just didn't look like it was part of it at all.
Well, so they probably don't have it stitched into their field like we do.
We stitch everything in, right?
Yeah. I mean, everything except for the center logo.
Well, we're here, man. We're here. We're here to stay.
Well, the issue with the stitch in is like when Ryan,
soccer.
We saw the soccer championship over there, and they were still playing on the hash marks and the 30-yard down lines and all that kind of crap. And
Yeah.
it'd be nice, like with this facility being big enough to host a soccer game, we could host other soccer games if we could get all the football stuff out of there and just paint it on. I guess the cost to paint
We
it
could do.
every single.
I mean, we could do real grass too, and get when the World Cup comes, you could have teams playing in our stadium, at least practicing for that matter.
Even if it's just practice, that'd be great. I would have to imagine the upkeep of a grass field in there is way more expensive than establishing the artificial turf.
I think the teams that still have real grass also have college programs dedicated to taking care of grass.
Right.
We need to start that.
the Georgia State Landscaping
College.
We'll
become an agricultural school in downtown.
There is some term for it, and I mean, like I know Penn State. There's like some major there that is like taking care of grass, and they like take care of their grass. That's what they do. They go out and take care of the football field.
I don't remember what the major was, but yeah, when I talk about having buddies up at Virginia Tech, one of the guys, that's what his degree was in, is like effectively landscaping.
Yeah.
It was,
landscape management,
grounds management, or I don't
Something
know.
like that.
Yeah.
What a weird thing to go to school 4 years for, but
he's like, what are you gonna go to school? You're gonna spend tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars on college tuition. What does you want to do? Like, well, I really like mowing the grass. So
every day.
Well, I bought a truck and I got this trailer.
Do you think that there's a way that I could find out more information about mowing grass? No, I don't know if he went to school for it, but I know a Georgia guy that's his career, and I've actually messaged him so many times about like, how do I get this to grow bigger, or how do I get rid of this shit? And he does golf course management. He's in charge of a country club up in OTP of their golf course. So I mean, there's high paying jobs for it out there.
Okay, so we could just have an artificial turf without things sewn into it.
Yeah,
I
think that'd be smart.
So I mean, we should be coming up on refresh soon, right? I mean, how many years have been? 4, 5 almost. I don't know what the lifespan of artificial turf is, but I'm assuming we're coming up on like a refresh next couple of years.
I know that we have the exact same turf that was put into Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and that turf has already been Mercedes-Benz has already been changed out.
And that's going to be like a different standard, though. I think. I'm not terribly worried about that fact.
Yeah, no, but they play more games and have more events and do more stuff there. However, I'm just saying that that was one of the big things I remember Troy Cobb talking about. They went with the exact same company. It's the exact same stuff. It's no different.
2-for-1 special.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
You got extra, right? Just slide it over here.
Arthur Blank just was like, "Oh yeah, all those extras, I'll still pay for that. The scraps, just throw those on Georgia State Stadium."
Yeah, we won't let them play here anymore. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm excited. Aren't you guys excited?
Yeah. I'm super pumped. Yeah. So
tailgate
4-0. We got it. Actually, I tried
epic tailgate.
I wanted to get 40s. I was going to drink 40s on the podcast tonight because 4-0. And I went, and apparently my grocery store is classier than I thought it was, and they did not have 40s.
No 40s. There's a gas station near you that has them, I promise.
I know. And I try to stay away from that place as much as possible. That place, as if it's just one. But
yeah, I was not referring to any singular one either. There is one at least though.
Well, there's a Texaco with a liquor store next to it, and it's closer than the liquor store. It's. I have to drive past this liquor store to go to my liquor store, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not stopping in there.
They got 40s, though, I promise.
I guarantee they got 40s. So I was expecting to have like a couple of 40 MGDs, just pounding them.
Colt 45, man. Get the Colt.
That's what. Yeah. So that's what we can do on Saturday. We can all play Edward 40 Hands.
I thought about doing 40s at the tailgate as well. Yeah, but then that really ups it for when we host Marshall and we got to get 50-ounce beer.
They don't make those, but we did have the 40. We had the single 40 for the last tailgate.
We did.
Maybe I willed it into being by drinking the 40 at the tailgate.
You were like 4-0, baby.
We were only 2-0 at the time, but hell.
You need to drink a 50 on Saturday so we win 5 games.
All right, let's just wheel a keg out there, and I'll just drink until I pass out.
This is a good plan.
I mean, it sounds good to me, at least. Just let me know what happened the next morning. Hopefully, I don't wake up in jail again.
Ooh, that'd be rough.
Again?
That was for comedic effect. I've never woken up in jail.
Okay.
I've always gotten out before. I've always gotten out. I've always gotten out before I get before I wake up.
Before you wake up.
Before I realize that I'm awake, at least. So, yeah, no, I'm excited. We got to figure out a tailgate theme. I made one suggestion, and like there was a couple of things, but like I don't know, foods that are stuffed with other things.
Yeah, condoms, man.
I'm not going to eat a condom.
No, but the whole they are the Trojans.
Cream-filled things.
And so
I was thinking Trojan horse, and you had dudes inside of a horse, so we do stuff like foods that are stuffed with something.
Also condoms.
I'm not eating a condom.
I'm not suggesting that anyone
not the actual condom.
Should we get Jello shots that are in a condom? Like, I guess you would make sure it's not like there's no. It's a completely clean condom, but we do make Jello shots out of there, and you get like.
No.
No, let's not do that.
No,
Although I wouldn't be opposed to Jello shots. No one turns a Jello shot down almost ever. Like,
oh man, on the Peachtree Road Race, that's my go-to to get a Jello shot. It's way easier. I can just pop it and keep going versus like getting a beer and having to like chug that. So I'm a fan of the Jello shot.
They're easy.
Less belching on the road race.
Oh my god, for sure.
The beers, man. Ooh, those come back up fast.
Yeah, what time do you guys want to get down there on Saturday?
So 7:00 kick again?
7 p.m. Click.
10 to 12.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Somewhere in there.
It depends on what kind of food I'm making. If my food takes a long time, then 12. If I can do it pretty quickly, then 10.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's fair.
Probably a little bit.
And the Publix is open again. Everyone, remember. So if
the parking deck is still intact, or are they still rebuilding it?
It's all closed off. There's like there's only the one row is open, but they've walled off that broken part.
They'll fix it, I'm sure.
I've been there, and it was all right. People were there.
Pub sub, or
I didn't get a pub sub. No. I think I need a beer or something.
All right.
Or something, beer or something. Like it's a big difference. Like I need either beer or shredded cheese. I can't remember which one it was. I eat a lot of both of them.
I'm like, I don't see the difference.
I get.
All right,
those are both
beer emergency.
I put both of them on my tacos, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, I have them both with tacos.
Yeah, you can't eat tacos without beer or margarita if you're fancy.
Margarita or beer, always. Yeah.
No margaritas. So
margaritas if you have just like money to blow, because margaritas are so expensive at any Mexican restaurant. Like,
so are tacos now.
Tacos are expensive. Yeah,
I can get like 4 or 5 tacos for the price of one margarita, though. Could you imagine if Taco Bell had margaritas?
Some of them do.
It would be like an Arctic Frost Mountain Dew margarita.
A $3 margarita. Yeah.
Oh my god! Don't give them any idea that they don't need that idea.
I feel like there are
margaritas.
How can
we sell margaritas?
What they need to do though is they need to have 2 drive-through lanes. They need to have you pull up and you get your cocktail first, because you should never eat Taco Bell sober. So you pull up to the first drive-through window and you get your cocktail and you sip on that while you're driving your car around to pick up your tacos, so that by the time that you get home to eat, you got a little buzz going and you can eat your tacos, because you should never eat Taco Bell sober.
You should also not drive drunk.
Oh, I'm not encouraging you to do so, but
also,
I'm saying
that's a good idea too. Good one. Yeah.
A little bit.
I'm not telling anyone in particular to do it, but I'm saying Taco Bell should encourage it.
I'm encouraging Taco Bell to encourage it.
Exactly. Anybody that serves Pepsi should go out of business. So
just always have a safe ride home. You're good, right?
Safe ride can be cheaper than Uber. I found that out at the last
apparently.
The last Georgia State game. Did we talk about that? I can't remember.
We talked about it, but I mean, could be a repeat this week. Maybe we'll see.
No. Well, no, it'll be Uber, because I don't think. Oh, maybe will I have the car? Maybe I'll have the car. Oh, dang, that sucks. Maybe it'll be a safe ride then. If it's a safe ride, I can get as messed up as I want to. That's awesome. Oh, I was on the wrong page. All right, yeah. So we got Grant's calling 6-0. I'm pretty sure
6-0.
that Grant has just been like yeah, he's I think he just takes whatever we're at now and he adds 2 to it. So like last week he was saying we're gonna be 5-0, and now we're 4-0, he's saying we're gonna be 6-0. Okay, don't hate it.
Where does it stop? 12-0?
15-0, baby.
15-0.
15-0.
Right.
Are we having a teal out? Is that what's happening?
That's what Todd says. We have a teal out.
Wait, we're gonna do a teal out?
Well, they did well, they didn't do it, but the other team did a whiteout.
I think the comment was when I said we should do teal turf because we're undefeated on it. Back to the turf conversation.
Ooh, we should talk about blue out this weekend, right? The easiest thing in Georgia State ever. Just wear Georgia State stuff.
Yeah, I would. I love the blue out. I think they should have had the blue out before. I'm kind of sick of this like single color out thing right now because we had our white out or our blackout. Then there was 2 whiteouts in a row. Now we're like back. I'm like, come on, guys.
Are we gonna do a red out?
Telling you what to wear.
Red out?
Oh no, that's
quit trying to tell me what to wear.
I've always said that I think our best looking uniforms are the all blue or the all white. I think those
Stormtrooper.
They're the sharpest. And the black uniforms, I mean, with that Atlanta on it, they're great uniforms. So the full colors are my favorites. But I'm looking forward to an all blue. The blue helmet.
Wouldn't it be funny?
I gotta do it. I mean, I'm gonna wear blue anyway, but like, stop. Just let people come to the game without stressing about what they're wearing.
Well, it should be
someone out there won't come because of it. They're like, I don't have anything blue. I can't come.
They might.
Well, if you can't be a Georgia State fan and not have something blue.
You can come to a game and not be a Georgia State fan.
That's also true. But I think that the blue out or the black out, that's got to be as far as promoted, that needs to be a once a season type thing.
Exactly. Like this is that's the only thing I'm trying to say.
The players can wear the jerseys can be blue from top to bottom, that's fine.
Actually,
but as far as pushing it out as a blue out, I agree. Just let your fan base wear what they want to wear.
It's just a little too much. I don't know.
I got upset. I messed out on the. I was going through my clothes the other day, and on the whiteout, I had my Sex Panther shirt. I didn't wear my Sex Panther.
Oh, that would be perfect.
Yeah, I forgot all about it.
It would be Georgia State. It'd be Georgia State. It's a blue out, and we all wear all white uniforms. So like Charlotte did.
I'm going to miss the Trash Down South game because I'm going to be in Miami getting ready to go on a cruise. So I'm getting ready to go on a cruise. I can wear my Sex Panther shirt when I go to watch the game at a bar that night. So
nice.
Yeah. That works out well. I like that.
I wonder if that's going to be a blue out.
Well, it's at Trash Down South. It's in Statesboro.
Yeah, that's fine. It seems like that's the only marketing move anyone knows now.
Just outs. Everything. Well, we're winning with outs. So
that's true. Keep it up, guys.
The ceiling is high. First 3-0 season, first 4-0 season, going to be first 5-0 season. Grant's first 6-0 season.
I'll take it. I'll break all those records. Me.
Excellent.
Tim is Gonzo, I think.
Yeah, he was getting a little robot-y, and I think he's trash out. Todd says trash out.
Yeah, that's good. We can all just like roll our garbage from the street.
We just get a bunch of Oscar the Grouch, get a bunch of people in like trash cans.
Be like, you can't bring that in. I heard it was a trash out.
I mean, you could do a bunch of like wife beaters and stuff like that, and that really.
My kid gave herself a mullet, so she brought scissors upstairs and got the front. Pretty good.
Party in the back.
So yeah, she is business up front, party in the back. It's a little party in the front actually, but it's fine.
Maybe she can join Dave Cohen's kid going to school at Trash Down South.
No. I'm a good dad.
Oh, shots fired. Did you watch or pay attention to any of the other Sunbelt games this week?
No. Yeah, well, actually, yeah, I did. I turned on the Troy game. I turned on the Marshall game. I watched them for a little bit. Troy was not super impressive, and Marshall was. So,
Yeah.
I think if it rains in Florida, you lose internet.
Apparently so, yeah.
Seems right.
It is raining like crazy.
You can hear it big time.
You can hear it now? It is.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's no like water spouts or something. I don't know.
No, there were a couple of games that I found interesting from last week. The first of all was Old Dominion beat Texas A&M Commerce 10-9.
Oh,
I thought Old Dominion was
like,
going to be like a hard game. Now I'm like, okay, well, what happened there?
well, but A&M Commerce, they are a recent Division II transfer to Division I team. Like, I think we played them last year in basketball, and that was their first year of transition from D2 to D1.
yeah.
And ODU, but I didn't even look at how they scored, but 9 point, I guess 3 field goals, I guess.
It was tense. That's from what I could read online. Like they were worried they were about to lose all the
It could be a
respect of their
touchdown
own
at
team.
safety. I don't know.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like a type of team that would. I mean, if it was a touchdown and safety, that makes me feel even more confident about beating Old Dominion at the end of the season. So we've gotten a safety on against a team before, haven't we?
I believe so. I'm not sure though.
When they had that, was it Charlotte had that punt return 6 against us, and that was the first time in school history. I'm like, how many things have we not accomplished yet? Are there things we haven't accomplished yet?
Yeah, no, I mean, there's going to be that for a little while. 5-0.
5-0. 6-0.
4-0.
We're in uncharted territory.
We are. This is crazy talk. And we've gotten better and better every single week.
I really wish that all these stats that come out when they talk about, the average yardage, total yards, all this kind of crap.
Oh, man.
That you had the ability just to remove a game from it. Like, let's just drop the FCS game, because I feel like
you could do it. You could still put that in the
spreadsheet. That Rhode Island game really skews all of our numbers. I think that if you look at just FBS competition, granted, looking at one of the rankings,
I use them the wrong way.
That Collie Matrix or Collie Index, whatever that thing I posted in the group chat, they actually have Rhode Island ranked higher than UConn as far as teams go this year.
I mean, we knew that.
Well, now we know why we struggled to beat them.
I was going to say, after week 2, I think we all agree, right? I mean,
yeah. Well, Rhode Island had won other games up until last week. They lost last week, but they were looking good after that. So, but I wish you could just drop that out. I just don't like having the FBS. Just drop all that kind of crap out for all teams. Just drop out the FCS competition, because when
kind of like in basketball, right? They'll drop the D3 or whatever.
Right. So
Bible College.
Coastal put up 66 points at Duquesne the week before us, and I'm like, that really means absolutely nothing about playing us. So
right. Yeah, that's true.
Another good one was Appy losing in the closing minutes of the game to Wyoming. It looked like Appy had that one wrapped up. I wasn't able to watch it. I don't have NBC or whatever stupid channel was, or ESPNU or whatever.
Sports Plus. I don't know.
I get ESPN. I get ESPN2. I get ESPN Plus. I don't have ESPNU. I don't have the U, which is a really weird. No, don't get that.
Then we learned that ESPN Plus is not plus if it's business.
ESPN Plus,
the craziest shit I've ever heard.
Is not necessary. Well, it makes sense now that I understand how they do the commercial. Commercial goes through DirecTV, but they should just give you the streaming option as well if you want to plug it into something else.
They should have found a way to make it seamless. That there's an excuse doesn't make it better.
Well, distribute everything. That's it.
Well, I understand the bandwidth, the satellite bandwidth. They can only put so much stuff out there. So you can't put
2023. They can put all the stuff out there.
Put a new satellite out there, and they can do just the ESPN Plus satellite.
That's it. See, you have a solution.
Easy.
I don't know. Just for the Georgia State game. The Georgia State flight. The Georgia State. Geez, you just said the word.
Satellite. Well, they can tie into the whole SpaceX thing, and it could be ESPN-X just up there.
Well, we can get Elon Musk to just talk about it and
it's the letter X. We're good.
Just throw it out there.
Will it into being.
Yeah.
He finds people to give money.
The Georgia State Xers, right? He would probably sponsor us and give us money.
All right, let's not do all that.
Yeah, let's not go that far.
Can you imagine though? He's like, oh, if you name your team the Xers, I'll give you billions of dollars.
Yeah, you just sue us for copyright infringement.
Right.
Any other games of interest? Not really. Georgia State first place in the East, sitting on top of the world.
Somebody else is tied with us, though, right?
Oh, no, cancel the season, man.
Who's tied with us? Somebody else is tied with us.
No one's tied with us.
I thought there was another 1-0 in conference team.
There, James Madison,
West,
Ultimate. Right? James Madison is also Jimmy Madison is also 4-0 with one conference win, but it's a West Division win. It's not an East Division win. So
is that actually a tiebreaker in the Sun Belt?
According to the Sun Belt website, sure is.
Count.
All right, cool. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure. I'm making sure the technicalities because I knew there was another 1-0 team.
I mean, it would make sense, right? That would be if you have an even number.
So in the East, you should have a better record in the East.
If you have an even number of conference wins, but I've got one more East win than you've got,
then you should win the East.
That's logically makes sense. Which means the Sun Belt's probably not going to do it that way. They'll probably go to like some kind of coin flip or some bullshit.
Reverse alphabetical order based on number of wins divided by 2. That's what they do.
Why don't you find Keith Gill at the next game and tell him your opinion?
I think you already tried that.
I was thinking about that today because I love to relive all the bad decisions I make in my entire life on a daily basis, and I should probably see a therapist about that. And I was like, out of everything I've been thinking about is how embarrassed I was for being drunk and talking to him in the suite, and him just like literally just stonewalling me for the rest of the night. I wish I would have not done that, but then also been like, can we talk about scheduling? Because your office has no effing idea how to do proper scheduling.
You would have to like pull out an iPad and like show them your spreadsheets and be like, you see this over here? This is screwed up. You need to undo stuff like this.
David, you think that would have worked out better than it did?
But actually,
it blows my mind.
It's perfect.
It just blows my mind that you're just like, man, I could have made everything better if I just talked about scheduling.
I guarantee you he'd rather talk about scheduling than what the hell we were talking about.
No, he wouldn't. Do you think they care about scheduling? They clearly don't.
They clearly don't.
Right. That's what I think. I think they're apathetic. I don't think they're trying to screw us. I think they don't give a shit.
Your rivals are Old Dominion and Texas State. That's it.
I think they're like, the puzzle pieces fit, and we don't need to care anymore. There's 6 home games and 6 away games. We're done.
Yeah.
I believe, David, there was a message that you love the Sun Belt, is what Ryan said.
I love the Sun Belt.
Yeah, what you admitted that this is our home. This is the best. This is the best place for us.
No, I never said that at all. What I said was I
2 versus 1. Yes, you did.
There you go. So I said it. So no, I'm just saying. I think that as much as I don't like the schools that we're in a conference with, you got to go with the money, and it doesn't look like the money is going to be any better anywhere else right now. So while I think that American makes more sense for us as far as peer institutions go, the money doesn't seem to make a difference. So we're
remember
here.
That was the only thing that was what got me over the hump to say finally we should be in the American was the money.
Yeah.
Was
that's not going to change. Then I'm fine. I think Sun Belt's just fine for now.
I'm not really embracing being in the Sun Belt. I still don't like it. But I have kind of found myself this season not necessarily rooting for teams in the Sun Belt over the out of conference, but like not rooting against as much, I guess.
Oh boy.
Like when ODU was leading Wake Forest there, I was kind of like, you know what? You go ODU. You go Guy.
Well, I generally root for the underdog.
Rub on the head a little bit. Be like, oh, you little buddy. Look at you go, little guy.
Well, like, so all right. We need to stop talking about your evening plans, okay?
Increasing size, rubbing heads. We're good.
No, but generally speaking, if there's 2 teams that I don't have a stake in and I have to watch the game because it's the only football game on or whatever reason I have, I will root for the underdog. Just whoever is not supposed to win, I'll root for that team.
So wait, Colorado and Oregon, who are you rooting for?
I was actually rooting for Oregon.
Nice. Me too.
But I won't score.
Damn it!
I hope Colorado figures it out and beats USC. Sorry, Southern California.
SoCal.
Wait, so you want Colorado to beat USC?
I don't like SoCal.
Yeah, I think all the Trojans should lose this weekend.
Exactly.
Okay, I got it. Okay, I'm
no. Also, Southern California, they can GFY.
Wow. Is there some connection here? What's going on?
No, I mean it's like an Ohio State thing, the Yankees thing.
Okay, Ohio State, Southern Cal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost respect for USC during the Pete Carroll era. when they were claiming a national championship, even though the BCS was there to decide the national champion. I'm like, you and your conference all agree that the BCS champion was the champion. Stop saying that you're the champion.
We all agree West Coast football is subpar, right? I mean,
I had a long conversation about West Coast football this week. When was that?
No defense, all offense.
Last night. It was last night.
It's
actually
great if you love points. I mean,
I think what does West Coast football dirty, I think why the Pac had a hard time getting money from their TV deals, because by the time they're playing their primetime games,
everyone's drunk.
Everyone on the East Coast is like passed out in their trailer.
The markets are out here.
Yeah, right. You lose. Like, how awesome would it be to live on the West Coast and you just wake up on a Saturday morning and it's like 9 o'clock and there's games on,
Yeah, 9 a.m. to noon games.
The kid wakes you up at 5 and you're like, oh, that's okay, because now I can still watch College Game Day. And then, come 9 o'clock in the morning, you're actually watching. I did that when I was in Vegas before. I got up and I woke up and the NFL just had started. And I'm like, this is fantastic.
I just breakfast, mimosas, and your bloodies. You got
exactly. Well, my Alka-Seltzer with vodka. It's just it's fantastic.
You just drop it right in there.
Man, you got to keep the buzz going and get rid of the hangover. So
that's one.
I know this is not an NFL program, but man, the Dolphins fans here were beside themselves.
Well, I had two on my fantasy team, so
yeah, the Dolphins put up more points than Coastal did on Duquesne.
It's insane, 70 points. Are you kidding?
I think it hasn't happened since since World War II or something like that.
Right. Some insane amount of years.
They scored more points in that game than most teams have on the season or something like that. More than the Falcons. Stupid Falcons did. Yeah. All right. Hey, we're teetering into
that's last call territory.
We're last calling it.
Yeah. So I want to go through one thing real quick. Just because we're 4-0 and Grant says we're gonna be 6-0. So 6-0 is a bowl eligible team. Bowl projections are coming out, and I just want to get some reactions to a couple of these things.
Arnold Carrier, right? We're in one of them that way.
We have some basically it's just two bowls that we're looking at right now. Right now, the New Orleans Bowl, which is like the best bowl that Sunbelt can get, if not a New Year's Six.
But would you go, David, if we're in it?
Well, a couple projections against Western. Against there's some that say Western Kentucky, which we have a great history of beating in bowl games.
Easy dub, done.
Can we just play somebody else?
Yeah. There's
every bowl we're in, it's them or Ball State.
There is another New Orleans bowl projection, Ryan. Liberty.
Okay. All right, I'll take Western Kentucky.
When that came up on Panther Talk today, my comment was, I can't wait to tell Ryan and see his head explode tonight. And I knew you wouldn't see it because you never go to Panther Talk anymore.
All right, Western Kentucky.
But I still want to know, David, would you go? Would you suck it up and be like, it's for my school, I will go?
It's December 16th. It's the same day that the basketball is playing at BYU and the Falcons are playing at Carolina. So
lines up okay.
Yeah, probably not.
You're going to BYU?
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'm more of a in the heat of the moment kind of guy. They announce it. We'll see what happens. It's the week after my birthday. I'll probably have cashed in a lot of dad and husband points that previous week. So we'll see.
I try to go to these bowl games though, so I would probably try to go.
There's another.
If we're in there, I'll go.
Yeah, I know you will. You're a better person than I am.
You gotta come. Fan. We all gotta go. We all gotta go.
I mean, y'all didn't go on Christmas, so
I had COVID.
That's kind of
sounds like an excuse to me.
That's effing hard.
I could have gone.
Christmas Day bowl games shouldn't exist for a reason.
You're actually right, Ryan. I could have gone with you. I was just sitting in my friend's apartment the entire time.
Drinking.
I mean, it was outside.
Nonstop, right?
Yeah, I would have been in the car with you for 3 hours.
No. You can drive your damn self. But
no, I didn't have a car. I don't have a car. We were a one-car household. I did hitchhike and sell myself to get there. So which probably get a private jet if I'm selling myself. But anyhow, there's one other bowl projection. Back same thing at the Montgomery, the Camellia Bowl versus Syracuse.
Nah,
well, that's a little sexy. I like that.
I like it for personal reasons. My entire in-laws are all Syracuse.
But it's not on Christmas, right?
No, it's the 23rd.
Good.
So sorta.
Yeah. It's Christmas.
Close. It's Christmas weekend. Christmas weekend. But I messaged my wife about that today, Kim, and she hates it when I like send her stuff that's not going to happen. But like I say, what if this happens?
What if this happens?
And her response was, "Well, that would be interesting." I was like, all right, we got it interesting.
So in the settlement papers, I will not have Izzy any week before Christmas. So we'll see. I mean, that's part of the negotiation, but that would be me wide open to go do that.
Despite who the opponent is, the Camellia Bowl is a very possible
bowl game for us. Easy. Let's go.
It was not a great environment. Like
you were also pretty much flying solo though.
Oh, it sucks, is what you're saying?
Well, no. When I got there, I met up with folks, and I wasn't solo, but it was like not as good as like my high school stadium, and there were
Cure Bowl. The Cure Bowl is better. Is what you're saying? Cure Bowl.
Yeah, or like a real stadium. I don't know who plays at the Camellia Bowl one. I don't think anyone actually plays there now.
The Alabama Camellias.
I don't. That's not a thing. Like I'm pretty sure it just sits there empty until the Camellia Bowl.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what a lot of these bowls are, aren't they?
And then as I was like rolling through too, I didn't realize that this was the capital of Alabama. I was like, what the heck? I was like, oh, this is a quaint little town.
You want to be a politician and you don't even know the capitals of all the states?
Ooh. Well, you don't know all the capitals of all the states either.
I knew that crap when I was like in elementary school.
Yeah, that's when I knew it. I've lost it.
PBR kills those brain cells.
PBR kills
learning
Alabama.
Other cities.
I could probably name any capital if you ask me.
I would probably guess Birmingham. Like obviously. Off the bat, that would be like what would enter my head. For Alabama.
And people would say the same thing about New York City, but
yeah.
So David, I have an assignment. I have an assignment for all of us. You got to write down all the different bowl games we could potentially be in. Which ones would we go to?
I hate looking that crap up because it's so weird to try to figure
out.
All
crappy, right?
New Year's Bowl, baby.
There's like 5 or 6, and like we could end up in that stupid Arizona, New Mexico Bowl. Whatever the hell where we played Wyoming that one time.
Yeah, I've got every bowl except for that one and the
I probably won't go to that
bowl.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on the date. Like honestly, on December 23rd, Montgomery, that's probably in play, but like any other bowl game that weekend is not in play. I got kids with Christmas and crap, The 16th in New Orleans.
Get a divorce, man. It's great.
It fixes everything. It fixes everything.
It's great. You just send them to mom's house, and you're just like, all right. I'm good.
What? You don't want them? You don't love your children?
Yeah. Bowl game, baby. Woo!
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that suggestion, Ryan. You have a lot of good ideas. That is not one of them.
Well, you can tell me more later. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. Yeah.
I know she listens.
On to not anymore. She hasn't listened since pandemic happened.
She might listen though.
She may
she's got AI listening for her for keywords, and then she'll listen to the episode.
All right, I think we're definitely ready for last.
We're good.
Call.
We're in last call already.
Yeah, I gotta pee.
All right, cool. Well, thanks everybody for listening. We're gonna head over to last call and talk some more about this nonsense. And I got another surprise conversation topic, Georgia State topic for Ryan as well. So that'll be fun.
Ooh, a teaser.
You can find it on our Patreon page, patreon.com/State of Atlanta. It is free of charge. Just comes out a little bit later on Friday mornings versus immediately for our Patreon subscribers. Consider joining. It's $3 or $5 a month. I can't remember how many, if we have the $3 left anymore. And you get discounts on our merchandise, live stream of the interviews and the episodes, as well as access to our private group chat, which is consider checking that out. Patreon.com/State of Atlanta. Thank you, Ryan, for listening. Say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye, guys.
Peace.